Yesterday, Fed decided to keep interest rates unchanged. That is 4.5 basic points. And we saw the market come back down because that was what I was expecting personally. And when that happened, of course, I was expecting market spike in this very formation. And that is what happened. Immediately, market began to move upward. So what that means is the market from this very area, okay, collect liquidity. We saw about $212 million liquidation in the market, and the market begin to move all the way to the upside. This is very important because if you were in a trade and you see this very kind of spike, of course market is going to hit you out, okay? And sometimes it's not because your strategy is not working, it's just because it happens a lot of time in the market, especially after Fed interest rate and then you have the FOMC meeting. There is always high market spike, okay? So from here, markets move upward. So what next for the market? From this very area, you see the market is reacting to this very point. And this very point of resistance, this is the last bullish candle right here before this little bear drop. So this is a very important area that we need to pay attention to, because in my opinion, if we break this very area, this very point right here of 19,300 and this very point of 18,578, okay, this resistance, if we break here, I believe that market is going to move upward. This is my personal take right now on this very price action. What that also means is if we did not see a breakout from this point upward, then that means market is going to come back down a little bit, okay, before the final move to the upside. Of course, market have capability of moving into this very area of important support right at this very point, okay? Market can come back down from this very point all the way into this area, then the final move to the upside. Like I always say, personally, I am not expecting market to go below this point right here. The possibility is there, market can do anything. There can be a crash all the way to this very area of $11,000 and $110,000. But that is not what I am looking at. I am looking at something very different on price action. So market can come back down into this point, that is $116,000, $115,000 before the final move to the upside. And if we see a breakout here, expect market to continue the move all the way to the upside. Now, this is very important because a lot of folks are saying that the market is not going to move until Fed cut interest rates in September. Of course, there will be no interest rate decision in August. So the next interest rate decision is going to be in September. Personally, I am expecting that interest rate cut in September. I believe Fed is going to cut interest rate, especially if inflation is where it is right now, or it comes back down a little bit. Fed is going to cut interest rate, and that percentage is about 70%. In my opinion, Fed is going to cut interest rate in September, and that is what I am paying attention to right now. So for that fact, that does not mean that the market is not going to move. Next month, August, personally, I am expecting the market to break out and create a new high. This is my personal opinion because a lot of folks are saying that the market is not going to move upward. We're not going to see a new all-time high on Bitcoin and other coin out there. In my opinion, I don't subscribe to that. I am looking at market creating a new all-time high in August. It can be early August, it can be late August, but just know that once we enter August, my personal take on the price of Bitcoin is for the market to break out and move all the way to the upside, creation of a new all-time high, either to $125,000 to $130,000 to $135,000, $140,000, and even $150,000. Once that breakout happens, I'm going to show you the exact target that I am expecting. But just know that what I am expecting on the long term, next month, August, is for market to create a new all-time high. And I know that this is very different from a lot of opinions out there from other technical analysts. So this is my personal take on the price action right now. Expect the market to come back down on the immediate short term, okay? If there is no breakout here, market should come back down before the next move upward. Or if we see a breakout here, which is a possibility, market is going to begin to move all the way to the upside, and this is what you must pay attention to be in the right direction of the market. And if you look at ETH, of course, ETH move upward, come back into this very point. This is where the FOMC meeting occur, and we see the spike into this area of interest. That is why you always want to mark area of interest on your price action, because those levels are the level where market will react to. If you really understand area of interest on your price action, this is going to give you additional advantage and know where to take your trade from, because this is very key on price action. So from here, where the market is right now, expect market to drop into this area a little bit, okay, before the final move to the upside, in my opinion. And if we break out on this level of important resistance right at this very point, then I will be expecting market to move upward. If we break out on this level of important resistance on ETH USDT 4-hour chart, a breakout here will make ETH to create a new all-time high. That is hitting $4,000 and 4,000 plus. Okay, this is my personal take right now. So on the immediate short time, expect market to come back down into this area of interest before the final move to the upside. And this is what you need to pay attention to as well, to be in the right direction of the market. If you look at the price of Blum, market come back down as expected. So right now is for the market to retrace. In my opinion, retracement should come in now, because market is set for retracement. If you look at it, market retrace a little bit into this little area of interest. We have this area of interest right here, okay, exactly where market retrace into, and then we have another area of interest right at this very point, okay. And these are the 2 points that are very important on price action right now. So what I am expecting on the immediate short term on the price of Bloom is for the market to come back down a little bit, okay. A possible creation of a new low, not a crazy low all the way to the downside. No, I'm not expecting that again, because market has already moved all the way to the downside. So a little move into this very area of 0.044 and 0.043 before the market is going to begin to climb up again. This is my personal opinion on the price of Bloom. Expect the market to begin to move upward within this very area, come back down, move upward, come back down, move upward. This is what I'm expecting right now. So we need to see a good correction of this entire move. That is what that means. Market should correct significantly before the continuation of this very trend. So pay attention to this to be in the right direction of the market. And if you look at Pi, we're in the position right here on the price of Pi, and we take a loss out of this position because market move in our favor a little bit, but did not come to our target around this very area, okay. So this very move kick us out of the market. So right now the market is at this very point. For me, I'm not going to give any trade on Pi until market recover fully, okay, because Pi is nothing but a pump and dump token. And what I am expecting right here is for this move to continue downward into this very area of 0.39 and 0.38 within this very point, and market is going to retrace upward before continuation downward again. So on Pi, allow the market to stabilize. Very important. Allow the market to stabilize. And for me, I'm not giving a trade again on this very price chart, because it's just a pump and dump token. Rather, we are looking for a position right now on Solana and Sui and other layer 1 and layer 2 crypto. So from there, on the price of Solana, expect the market to come back down as well. This is where we see the FOMC meeting right at this very point, and the market move upward. So market should come back down, and then we're going to see the market move up again. So in my opinion, on this very price action, market should come back down a little bit, and there are area of interest you should not neglect. Let me mark that out. Area of interest you should not neglect. The first one is this very point right here, okay. Very, very important. That means once we begin to see the market move upward from this very point, move up into this area, we should know that this very area have capability of rejecting the market back down before the final move to the upside. And that is what you need to pay attention to, because this area are very, very important on price action. So for me, on the immediate short term, I am expecting market to come back down a little bit. Okay, not creating a new low below this very spike. I'm not expecting something below this very spike. Market should not go below this very spike right here. Rather, we should see market come back down a little bit, okay, into this very area, and then the final move to the upside. And I'll update you on this channel and also on the Telegram channel. So if you've not joined the Telegram channel, join right now. Look at it right here for signal, on-chain data, fundamental analysis, and many more. Join right now. Link in the description of this video and also in the pinned comment to receive more of these updates. So on the price of SOL, expect market to come back down before the final move to the upside. I believe Solana still have a lot of strength, and they have that capability to do even much more in this very bull market. If you come to coin market cap, you discover that the global crypto market cap is still where it was yesterday, $3.88 trillion. And if you look at the altcoin index, it's not looking favorable because what we saw yesterday was 39, is dropping gradually downward. And this always spike a lot of concern in the market. So is this going to make the altcoin not happen again, and some stuff like that? So from here, expect this to recover next month. I am expecting this to go above 60 for us to see that aggressive pump in the price of altcoin in the market. Pay attention to all of this to be in the right direction of the market on the price of Bitcoin, ETH, Blum, Pi, and Solana. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. Join our Telegram channel, link in the description of this video and also in the pinned comment. It is a free channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.